This presentation is for a project on US Highway 12 in the St. Croix County towns of Hudson and Warren. Rather than holding an in-person meeting, public involvement efforts have been moved online as a precaution against COVID-19 based on the most current health information from state, federal, and local health departments. All meeting materials, including the handout with a comment form, are posted on the design website for this project. If you have any questions, please contact WIS Project Supervisor James Canning at 715-838-8391. Welcome to the virtual public involvement meeting for the US Highway 12 project in the towns of Hudson and Warren, St. Croix County. Listed here are the team members who are working on this project. Their contact information will be listed on the last slide of this presentation, which will include their emails and phone numbers. The mailing address of the Wisconsin Department of Transportation Northwest Region Office in Eau Claire will also be listed towards the end of this presentation. Feel free to contact them with any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the project. The presentation will follow the outline shown here. First, discussing the project location. Second, the project's purpose and need. Third, the proposed improvements. Fourth, the construction staging. Fifth, the real estate process. Sixth, the next activities in the schedule. And finally, ending with the project team contact information. The proposed US Highway 12 project begins just east of County U at the intersection with Ross Road and extends east to west of the roundabout at the Wisconsin Highway 65 intersection. The project is identified by the blue line on the map. The primary purpose for this project is to improve the condition of the pavement and drainage structures along US Highway 12 in the towns of Hudson and Warren to provide motorists with a highway that both meets safety standards and provides a high level of service. The project aims to extend the roadway's service life. In its current state, existing pavement on US Highway 12 exhibits signs of deterioration in the form of alligator, longitudinal, and transverse cracking, along with rutting in the wheel paths. In addition, the existing drainage structures are in decay, the existing beam guard is in poor condition, and the existing paved shoulders are narrow with adjacent drop-offs creating undesirable conditions. The primary improvements of the proposed project include resurfacing US Highway 12 with asphalt pavement to provide a safer driving surface and addressing all drainage structures by replacing or cleaning them to ensure water is able to drain appropriately. In addition, other improvements include addressing all beam guard locations by either removing entirely or replacing with new beam guard meeting current design standards, widening the paved shoulders from 3 feet to 5 feet, and installing centerline and shoulder rumble strips to prevent crashes, replacing the concrete approaches and adding flumes at the bridge over the railroad, and replacing the pavement marking throughout the project limits. Construction of US Highway 12 is anticipated to take place in 2021 and be completed from June through October. During construction, the roadway will be closed to through traffic and a detour will be signed. The detour will follow US Highway 12, Interstate 94, and Wisconsin Highway 65. A map of the detour will be presented on the next slide. The roadway will remain open for access to residences and businesses located within the project limits. In order to construct this project, temporary closures of driveways will be required, and the department will coordinate these closures with the affected property owners in advance. Shown here is the detour route south of the project limits. The detour will follow US Highway 12, Interstate 94, and Wisconsin Highway 65. The detour will be operational for the full duration of the construction project. The proposed project will require real estate acquisition, both permanent and temporary, along US Highway 12 throughout the project limits. The permanent and temporary easement strip takings are required due to project impacts to adjacent properties attributed to roadway fill, ditching, beam guard installation, and culvert work. Not every property along the project will require real estate acquisition. Information discussing the real estate acquisition process will be sent to all affected property owners. Shown here is an example right-of-way plat sheet which real estate acquisition is based on. The right-of-way plat for the entire project is available to view on the project website. These plat sheets identify properties real estate acquisition will take place and are listed in the Schedule of Land and Interest Required table on each page, circled here in red. If a property is not listed in one of these tables, acquisition is not required for the project improvements. If a property is listed in the table, the type of acquisition and amount will be noted. For instance, the interest required may state fee, TLE, or both. Fee interest is a permanent acquisition, whereas TLE, which stands for Temporary Limited Easement, is a temporary acquisition and is only necessary for the duration of the project. If you have any comments or questions regarding real estate, feel free to reach out to any team member. The project schedule is listed here, and currently the project team is working on the design of the project. The environmental document was signed in July 2019. The preliminary plans were completed in September 2019. The right-of-way plat was ready in June 2020. The final plan should be completed by November 2020, and construction is anticipated to begin in 2021. As part of the design process, the Department of Transportation would like to gather information and share its design with the public. WIS.dot is requesting you share any concerns or comments you may have about the project by mailing us a comment form or contacting a team member via email or phone. You can find the comment form on the project website shown here and return it to any of the team members shown on the last slide of this presentation by August 21st, 2020. If you have any general comments, questions, or concerns about this project, please send us an email, give us a call, or send a letter to the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, Northwest Region Office in Eau Claire. The list of people who are working on this project and their contact information will be displayed on the next slide. Thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your day.